Hello. May not be that bright, but yeah. I just want to show you guys what I did and what I do with my sweet potato propagation. Well, I did not use a stalk or a vine from my sweet potato. Because, yeah, see this one. Connection is unstable. Please wait while we're trying to reconnect. My God, see this one, see? And I planted it in water. See this one? And I use these plastic cups. So I'm going to try to bend it, my laptop a little so that it will show. Uh, so if I touch my laptop, because I drop it, it's going to do something. So this is my thing. I use this coffee cover. See this coffee cover. I use this one to hold the sweet potato. So if you have seen my video that I posted yesterday on how I do the coffee cover, I have it in my sweet potato propagation post. I just want to show you, see, I don't want to hurt the roots of it. See this one, and this is what I did to the to the cover. See, down my sweet potato. See, I cut it into four, and then bend it in, bend it, and bend it. See, and then you bend. That's all you have to do. You bend. So you have a hole enough for the sweet potato to get in. See, and then well, imagine this sweet potato no roots. Okay, no roots. So I just dip this portion. I just dip this portion in the water and leave it there until they grow big. Because the reason why I'm planting this potato, because when we bought it, my husband bought it in BG's. They are in a package inside a plastic. And inside, when I open it, because somehow we forget about it. So I wanted to have a sweet potato, and then he opened the plastic. When we open the plastic, there's already something growing on it. So like small one like this. So I told him, don't cook it. Let's plant it. And so that's what we do. So I get the plastic cups. We use the plastic cups, this one, and we fill it with water. We fill it with water all the way to the top, and so and it sit, and then just sit it like that. And so the end of it, it's touching to the water, and I have several of them, not just one. I have, because inside the plastic like a dozen, and most of them because we forget, so we end up planting them. And I supposed to transplant them today, but we ran out of time because I have a visitor came, my sister came, so we have to entertain her. So somehow I also don't have a good signal, so I entertain my sister, and so we ran out of time. So we weren't able to replant them. So there, this one is the one that is not sitting on the coffee thing, this one. But I use the small yellow as, let me take this sweet potato out. Let me put this on my table. See, I use, if you don't have a coffee cover, okay, not everyone had a coffee cover, but there's another way. Some people, they use a toothpick, hook around the body, for four toothpicks, they poke it on the body of the potato, and then let it sit. You can have something like you have a plastic cups like this, small one, like this, and then find another object or a rock. You can put a rock and let it put it inside. Because what I did to mine, I let it stand like that. But you can do either way. Let me pour this water. Okay, you can do it either way. Imagine this is a rock. You just drop it there. You put it in there, but this one there's no hole, so this one bounce a little. So you drop it there like a rock, and then you make your sweet potato sit right there. So a lot of ways to do it. See, a lot of ways to do it. You don't need to use a coffee cover or whatever. You can use a lot of things. You can use a toothpick. So if you are going to use a toothpick, what you have to do is you put one on this side, one on the other side, and one on the other side, and the other. Why? Because you are going to make it sit on your plastic or in your on the jar. Most people use jar, so you want to be able to make them sit. And so when you so you have to make sure they're not going to go all the way. So you have to make it sit like that only. So therefore, you are going to use a toothpick. You can use a rock. If you have a rock around your house, you grab a rock. You grab a rock, drop it under, and then fill the water. Don't put too much. Fill the water all the way, enough to make this one sit. So what is important is there is a water that the plant feel because they need to sip a water in order for them to survive, to have your propagation successful. So that's you can do that. So there's a lot of ways. And so what I have a couple of them actually that I have 6 pieces of it. Like I can put it around here around my laptop. Some of them are big. They were big already. Some small, like this one. See this one? What I did? I use a plastic cups. Another plastic cups. See? So these plastic cups aren't really the one that I'm needing. Use the small cups. You have small cups like this, small cups, enough for you to put it in. So they have, see? So that's how I do it, like that. So I'm going to transplant them tomorrow on my pots, big pots. I prepared it already this afternoon. I supposed to do it today, but I ran out of time and there's a lot of mosquito coming out already. So me and my husband, we end up going inside the house. So it's time for dinner and see how much this leaves already because this is the first one. This is the first one I have. This is the first one I have and I soak it right away in a water. And so this is how much I have already. I can even start harvesting to this one. I can even harvest this, a couple of it, and then make it into a salad. So I always like salad of a sweet potato salad. And 5 or 6 years ago, I have the red one, the red leaves. This is green, okay? But they're all the same. But the red one, I think the red one is much better. I'm not sure, but I think the red one is had a lot of vitamins and they have a lot good for your blood things. So this one is already a lot, and I will transplant them. I think I'm going to transplant this directly to the ground. Why? I want this one to have a potato because in every, like for example, this one, there's a leaves, and right on the leaves, right in here, if there's a roots going to come out, and the roots that's going to come out, if it's big, that is going to bear a potato. So you have to, if you see something like that, a little bit thicker, roots that's a little bit thicker, cover it with soil and they will have potato. So that's what I am going to do. So now is June here in New York. Um, so maybe, possibly, before October, I already have a potato because this is already big. And so this one, I have two. That's a lot already. See, and this one is a long vine already. See? But one of them, I have to keep it in the water. I will not replant them. I will not transplant them somewhere. Why? Because I want to find out also if I can just plant potato, sweet potato, inside the house without planting them on the ground because I'm not really after I'm not really after of the potato. If I can have the leaves, then I much better because they keep on coming all year round. Because if I eat the potato, yeah, I eat it and then there's nothing. But if I have the leaves and I can continuously having it like every single day, is we much better compare to the potato. So that is my plan. So those are my two big ones, and these aren't that huge yet, aren't that big yet. But they will be because I will put them on the ground tomorrow, or not on the ground, on the big pots. I prepared already my pot. I dug up all the weeds that's in the pot and I took them all up. So that's how I do it. So if you want to propagate yourself, you don't need to just follow what I did. There is a lot of ways to do it. A lot of ways. You don't need to because some people I've seen they use these big jars. No, you don't need those big ones. You can just like a bottle of soda. Say a bottle of soda. Well, maybe I have to get one. There's a bottle of soda. Oh no, I have one. Okay. Like for example, this one a bottle of soda, okay? So you can do something like this. Let me cut this portion. Let me cut this. Okay, let me go with a knife. You can do something. Let me cut this. Because what you are after is you can save a lot of water also. So you're not gonna so your sweet potato will not run out of water. So this we are going to use this one. There's a lot of ways. You can use a bottle like this. Got it. Okay. Somehow it's pretty thick, so because it's a small thing of a ginger ale. My drinks. I always drink ginger ale, ginger tea, anything that's ginger. That's my drinks. There. So we have this, right? We got it. And you put it in. This is what you have to do. Okay. This. See this? You can put it in. Okay. So you have to cut a little bit more. Like this. You have to cut a little bit more. Enough that to hold your potato only. Okay. You don't need to make it so big. Because you want it holding on the top. So you can use this. A lot of ways to do to propagate of anything, not just potato. Because me, there, see that, and this is the bottle, and you have the water. You put the water under, and you get your sweet potato. Like this is my this. I just don't have a like this is my sweet potato. Okay, I'm going to just make it sit. You can just make it sit right here. And so when you just first sitting it, when you just first sit it, there's no roots yet, right? So this the tip of this will go all the way down the down here. And so what happen is the roots is going to go, they're going to go down here. So and then you will when you look at it, there's already a roots, it's time to transplant. But hopefully I will be successful on my study that that hopefully I will find out that it's okay to just leave it alone because I know there's a lot of aquaponics. You heard about aquaponics, the people that plant in the water only. I know there's a lot of aquaponics in the US, right around New York where I have. most of the people in the city, because they have no land, they have no land like we do here in Bayshore, so they do aquaponics. But in aquaponics, you have to use some solution to keep on thing in there. So I want to make sure I have organics. So it's not organic if you keep on spraying something. See, go back. If you keep on spraying something, it's not may not be organic. So I am more on organic. So this is what I did. Okay, guys. See, you don't have anything. You don't have plastic cups. You don't have jar. So you cut it like the way I did. And see, this is the cutouts we have. You drop it there because this you can make it also sit the potato. You drop it there and see this one. I can also cut it a little bit smaller and drop it there. You can drop it. See, I drop it, and now you can make this your potato. Let me remove this potato of mine. Sorry, like this, like that, and because see, that's it. So you can also use plastic bottle. Let me remove the plastic so that you can see the inside, the cover of it. So you can use anything as long as you can stack water and your sweet potato or your seedlings can zip the water. See, look until where the potato is. It doesn't go all the way down because I have a cutouts, right? And I drop the cutouts inside. And remember, I cut this one in half, and so I cut that one in half. See, this is what I have. Remember, I cut them, and this is right in this one. So I cut another. I drop it there, and I drop it inside. This is the one. See that? And then you put water in it, and you make your sweet potato sit. And so you get the thing. So until you just keep an eye on the until you see the roots. So it's very easy to propagate sweet potato or any kind of potato. Very easy because all you have to do is just make them sit, leave it there, and put them by your window where you can have the sun. Why? Because mine, I didn't put it very close to the window because I have a different plant that need a sun. And they have a little yellow, but it's not really that bad because they just started to have yellow recently. But when you are propagating them, when they don't have roots yet, don't put it by the window. Just put it in the shade a little so you don't run out the thing. See how I do it and how you can do it without anything that I have used. Okay. See, we can use a bottle of soda. We can use a can. Um, anything that holds water. That's what you have to do. So that's what you have to do. Let me put this back, and tomorrow I will transplant this in my pot, and I will go live